Good afternoon and a very good welcome to everybody. I'm your friend, Mubitanawa. I'm so glad that you could join us. I'm so glad that we could have a conversation today on leadership, a conversation on aspects that relate to development. And I hope if you're a young person, you can tune in. If you're a professional, you can tune in. If you're a retired person, you can tune in. The purpose of this segment today is part of our community giving back activities where we continue to give back knowledge, to continue to empower others, to continue to share, because the way knowledge works is the more of it you give to others, the more of it God gives back to you. How to start a business without money. Sounds very motivational speaking, kind of. Sounds very picture perfect, kind of. But it is true. It happens. It is happening. And I want to share with you 7 steps you can use. And part of my motivation is to remind you that there is a lot you can accomplish with very little. And yesterday I had a conversation with a colleague who called me and they told me, Mubita, there are some loans somewhere and this is free money, they said. There is some free money. I don't know what this person is says. Would I say, do you people only help those who you want to help? I don't know what that means. So a friend called me yesterday and said, Mubita, there's some free money somewhere. You need to apply for it. It is a loan that people are going to give you and you don't have to pay it back. I said to them, I don't want that money. If it is a loan, why should I get a loan that I won't pay back? Why? I might as well steal. I might as well steal. I might as well go and get something that doesn't belong to me. And I had a deeper conversation with my wife because she asked me further questions subject to that. And I said to her, I've never gotten any government loans in my life. And I said to my wife, I will never get any government loans in my life. Even though we are in government, I don't want a government loan. I've told you before, I'll say it publicly, I will not even get a government contract because I don't want a government contract. I don't. I've never gotten a government contract and I don't want a government contract. That's my philosophy. I won't share with you every reason, but that's who I am. And I told you before we got into government that I would never get a government contract. And I'm telling you again, I'll never get a government contract because I don't want. I have my reasons, but I don't want. What do I want? I want to start my own business with the little that God gives me. And so I'm sharing with you today how to do the same. You will be more powerful. You will be more free. You will be happier, certainly, and you'll be much more dynamic. I can give you a history of government loans from the time of Kenneth Kaunda because I was there when Kaunda was president. I was a young man, but I was there. I can go into the MMD government. I can give you a history of government loans. I was there too. So we can go through every other government. I can tell you stories and stories about those. This is my personal opinion. This is not a government position. This is my personal opinion as Movita now. It has been my opinion for over 30 years. So you're not going to change it in 30 minutes. You're not. You're not. I have my reasons, and I want to stick to those reasons. So in case you are like me, or in case you are failing to access loans, I want to share with you how to start a business without money. So let's go deeper into it. Number one, start a business with a good business idea. Not every idea is to be executed into a business. Some ideas are just for looking at. They're just for window shopping. They're just for glancing at. They are not for business. They are just for you to think about them, to enjoy. What you want to do in order for you to be successful in starting that business, look for ideas that solve the problems of other people. In marketing, we call this meeting the marketing gap. A marketing gap is the difference between demand and supply. So when you understand where there is a gap, what people are looking for, you start entering into the crucial market segmentation where you start solving people's problems. A lady who sells cucumbers along Cairo Road that are chopped in little cubes mixed with tomato and mangoes, now that mangoes are in season, seasoned with a little bit of chili, a little garnish of iodized salt, wrapped into some oxygen or carbon dioxide of some sort to make it look like a balloon, sold to you for 10 kwacha, and a toothpick in your hand as you drive, is solving a health problem in your life. Number one, is solving a convenient problem in your life because you have no time to buy cucumbers and peel. You have no time to buy mangoes and peel. You are in a hurry. You want to boost your vitamins C. You want to boost your energy levels. She's solving problems for you. So you part with 10 kwacha. And by the way, once you divide those cucumbers into 10 kwacha, you'll find that that woman is making a profit of 5 kwacha, sometimes 4 kwacha, sometimes 3 kwacha per packet. But she has done her mathematics. If I can sell 100 of those in one day at 3 kwacha a profit, that's a 300 kwacha profit. If I stay there for 10 days, 3,000 kwacha profit, plus capital, plus cash flow. It means she is already started a huge business without a lot of capital. So as you start that business without capital, make sure that you consult, make sure that you understand what you're entering into, and make sure you get into a crucial niche where you are solving people's problems. Number two, thank you to everybody who's writing feedback. I appreciate Peter saying, we love you, Mr. Nawa, you inspire us a lot. God bless you. We love you too, Peter Mlenga Jr. Deno Dream Glazer, we appreciate for the advice. We appreciate for watching. Number two, conduct your research. Before you start a business, ask yourself, number one, who are my competitors? Who else is doing the same thing as I am? How are they doing it? We call that market intelligence, understanding the competitive environment, understanding the supply chain environment, understanding the branding issues, the legal, the slept factors, the legal, social, legal, economic, political, and technological issues around the sphere of business that you are entering in. Because if you enter a business ignorantly, without fully satisfying the research component of your business, you may find yourself liable sooner or later, and that may not be a good thing for your business. So even though you're starting a business without money, do your research as though you had money. Understand who your customers are, what their needs are, identify potential problems with what you're trying to do. You may be trying to solve a problem, but you may also be creating other problems. Lessen any kind of financial losses that by helping you to make more informed decisions through research. When you do your research, you find niche markets. You understand what you're doing. I got a call today from a customer who said, Mr. Nawa, you are selling some land, but you haven't said where. I said, yes, but my number is there. Therefore, Boyd says, my youthful life is going well because of you. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you. We are all enjoying the youth of life. Alex saying, we love you, Mr. Now, watching you from Monza. God bless you all. The call said, Mr. Now, you're selling land, but you haven't said where. I said, yes, I haven't said where, but I've put my number. I said, I have not said where because I am also making sure that I manage my niche. Anybody who wants land and there's a number there, they can easily send a text, they can easily send a WhatsApp. When they sell a car, a Mercedes-Benz, they just say Mercedes-Benz C200 for sale 2008 model. They won't say all the milligrams of the lighting bulbs and the milliliters of the fuel. Even when you are marketing, know what information to put out because you understand your niche. Set goals that can guide your business. Okay, I'm starting this business in Pemba. What do the people want in Pemba? What are my goals here in Pemba? Okay, Akim says I'm in Chipata. If you're starting a business in Chipata, what do the people in Chipata like and don't like? What are your business goals? Are you trying to copy what others are doing? Are you coming with a new market, market penetration, market development, market maturity? Are you trying to revive a product? What is it that you're trying to do in that particular area? This is very critical. You cannot do business through piki na piki doli na kasanga na piki doli 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11, 12. You cannot do that. How do you identify your customers? You can do this by looking at who benefits from your products. Excuse the language I'm about to use, but let us say you are selling condoms. Who benefits from condoms? Once you answer that question, then you will know where to sell condoms or what time to sell condoms. There are some young people who sell condoms in the middle of the night in certain particular areas. You get where I'm going with this, because they've understood if they work overnight or at least from certain hours in the night on a Friday night and to the weird hours of Saturday morning at certain strategic locations, they know they'll sell condoms at 10 kwacha, 20 kwacha. They will sell 10, 20, 40 condoms. They'll walk away with a 500 to 800 kwacha in one night from selling condoms. They understand their market, they understand where they are going with that product, and they understand the dictates of that product. Engage your audience. Once you are starting that business, you can even engage your audience through research. Know what your target customers are. Conduct surveys, ask them questions, talk to them, follow them, email them, call them, whichever you can do. Then look at your competitors. If you're going to do the same thing that everybody else is doing in the same way that everybody else is doing it, you are simply going to end up the same way, like everybody else. Okay, number 3, what have you written down in terms of your business plan, your strategic business plan? It is this now that is going to bring money towards your business. Habakkuk, the book of Habakkuk, I think chapter 2, verse 22 says, write the vision down, for a vision is for an appointed time. Write it down so that whoever reads it can run with it. Muvita Aibu says, I'm watching you from Katima Muliro, Zambia-Namibia border. This is very encouraging. You're welcome, Muvita. So right, Patricia says, great job. Very well, Patricia, and congratulations, Patricia. Write down your vision. Write down what you want to do, where you want to do it. For me, I don't even care whether you write your vision inside your thighs, on your chest, on your bare back, under your foot, in your palm, on your forehead. Scribble it on your shirt, or you put it on a laptop, on an iPhone phone, type it, voice note it to yourself. I don't care how you do it, but the more presentable, the more easy your vision becomes to understand, then God will uplift you. Then God will clarify things to you. Remember, for every vision, there is a provision. For every direction, there is a directive. For every mess, there is a message. And for every mandate, there is a mantle. Always remember that. So write down your business plan, title the page of your business plan, statement of purpose must come out clearly in your business plan, product description, explain in detail each product and how you're going to offer to offer it. Market analysis, outline your target demographic, age, and other items, selling trends and customer expectations. What are the trends? On what days do they buy this? I know a person who makes money from parking people's cars in his yard whenever there is a soccer game at a certain stadium, because that stadium is full and they are so near to a certain stadium, and they charge around 10 to 50 kwacha per car, and he parks about 12 cars in there for every soccer game that is at that stadium. He has understood his market, he has analyzed his markets, he knows the expectations, and he has people who even call him, they even send Airtel money. So for every soccer game, that guy makes 500 to 600 kwacha, what I call lazy money. Rest says, my mentor watching you from Kalumbila, you're welcome. Competitor analysis. Your competitor analysis should highlight strengths and weaknesses of your competitors, of the companies that offer similar products, and then you capitalize on those strengths and weaknesses. Another purpose for you to write your business plan is that it begins to help you find potential investors, and it outlines as well potential weaknesses. It communicates your idea in a systematic way. It organizes within you important priorities of your business, of your life, based on your skill set, based on the direction that you're taking, and based on the overall competencies that you possess as an individual. It begins to outline methodology in which you can hire the most competitive people for your organization. So let's say you are starting a school, and within the product offering of your school, you have physical education. So your business plan, therefore, will stipulate how many students will be taking physical education, and then it will attract the PE tutors or lecturers or teachers that you need. French teachers, music teachers, drama teachers, mathematical teachers, kindergarten, pre-grade, first graders, junior, elementary, secondary teachers, part-time teachers, holiday tuition teachers, how many drivers, how many chefs, how many cashiers, how many accountants. It will stipulate to you whatever you need in terms of the business growth that you need. Number 4, take now your business plan from the thighs of your legs where you scribbled it. Take down your business now from your mind and your heart. One of the students in our wealth creation classes, as you know right now, all our classes combined, we have 3,800 students right now. We thank God for each one of you that are in those classes. And one of them said to us in our wealth creation class in particular, they said, Mr. Nawa, as a result of me joining your mentorship, I've started baking my pies. And they sent me pictures of their baked pies. Very nice, looking very delicious. I haven't tested them yet, but it was just something really encouraging. And they said, in 5 days, I've made 1,000 kwacha. In 5 days. Just imagine that. So if they had started a year ago, how much would they have made? They would have been driving by now. So get your business from paper now. Get your business from just an idea. Get your business from being just something you talk about or from your prayer point, and make sure that that business becomes now a reality. Register your business. But remember, as we said at the Wealth Creation Workshop last month, at the beginning of December, we said before you register your business, make sure you sell. Okay? So register your business, pick up your licenses and permits, stay away from violations, take your tax ID, your social security number or taxpayer identification number, whatever your tax ID in your country is. Number 5 is probably the most crucial part. Know your finances. Know your finances. You can mess up big time if you don't have a professional handling your finances. So if that lady was able to start a 1,000 kwacha per week business using the little that she had, she took an idea, identified a crucial market, understood competitive analysis, did a SWOT, did a Boston consultancy matrix, cash cow, penetration, whatever she did, sorted all of that out. Money started coming from the little that you have. Have you ever asked yourself that perhaps you could sell some of your shoes and use that as capital? You could sell some of your phones and use that as capital. You could sell some of your cars and use that as capital. You have 10 plots. Why do you have 10 plots? They are not developed. We talk about this in How to Be a Landlord in 6 months. We teach this. Why do you have 10 plots that are not developed? Why don't you sell 5 and build yourself a house and have a bit of money towards your business? We talk about this all the time. Number 6, protect your business. Buy insurance, use the right people, use the right stuff, use the right methods, and be professional. Run a business where when people hear your name or the name of your business, they are at ease. Run a business that keeps its word. Run a business that people can trust. So, to sum it all, I would say number 7 is go ahead and build your business. How do you build your business? You've done your business plan. You have found a bit of money. You have sold some of your shoes. You have sold some of your old things. You have sold your time. By the way, even time can be sold. People who work from Monday to Friday, they are selling their time. They are selling their time. They get paid at the month end because they sold their time. How do we know when we sell our time? We start work at 8, we knock off at 5. We sell our time at 8 and we unsell it at 5. And those who have sold it at a very good price get the biggest salaries, the biggest emoluments, and the biggest benefits. So go out there. You've secured your funding. Surround yourself with the right people. If you have thieves in your business, get rid of them. If you've got liars in your business, get rid of them. If you've got lazy bums, non-productive, namby-pamby, CC people, get rid of them. If you're going to be rich and successful, you need hardworking people like you. Now, if you yourself are lazy, then you don't need to be in that business. You need to find something else to keep you going. But you cannot be successful if you are lazy. Dino Dream Chaser says, watching you from Uganda. Uganda, uli bulungi. Uli bulungi sebo. Uli bulungi Dino. Ndi bulungi. Oshitegeeda? Yeah. So, get rid of lazy people. Follow the right legal procedures. Read my lips. Read my lips. No illegal business. Read my lips again. No illegal business. Stay away from shoddy deals. Stay away from underhand methods. Stay away from crookedry. Stay away from anything that is going to take you down. Okay, am I watching? Kema watching. Thank you very much, Joel from Kema. Uli bulungi Dino. Thank you so much. Establish a location. Develop your marketing plan. How are you going to get product from the market? How are you going to grow your market? How are you going to segment your market? How are you going to improve on service delivery? What are you going to do to ensure that you still remain relevant in the marketplace? And build your customer base and plan for change. So I want to conclude by saying to you, It is possible to start a business without money. And I'll leave you with a story, maybe two, of how I did it for one of my businesses. So many years ago, I was starting a business, and I wanted to start a driving school. I didn't have sufficient capital. A story of my life. But I always start anyway. I'm like, capital will find me. And so many years ago, I wanted to start a driving school. I didn't have money. And then I did a motivational talk for a certain company. They paid me 10,000 kwacha. They paid me 10,000. Mwinda Wakunguma watching from Chalala, you are welcome. From Petauke, Kadia, you're welcome. So they paid me 10,000 kwacha. And then coincidentally or incidentally or through destiny and purpose, a friend of mine was selling a small Toyota V. It's quite beat up for 10,000 kwacha. So I was like, I make 10,000 kwacha and you're selling a car for 10,000. Well, no, we ain't going to share that money. I'm going to give you half. And the other half, you're going to have to wait, bro. And luckily he agreed. He said, I'll give you 30 days. So I made money from motivational speaking, paid half of it to the dude. Brother gotta leave. You hear me? And so the other half paid a few expenses here and there. And we started a driving school. 30 days later, we paid him up. And the driving school began to grow. So we started a business in that instance without money. Of course, there was money. When we say without money, it doesn't mean there's always money. There's money in church. There's money everywhere. There's money in hell, bro. So when we say starting a business without money, it doesn't mean there'll be no money. But it simply means you can use other people's money. You can use what I call lazy money. If you're in our wealth creation class, you would know this. You can use the passive income money to start a business. So that's example one. Example number two, several years ago, some friends of mine in America wanted to, and that business, that driving school is still running, and that was 2013. So that's 9 years ago. Some friends of mine were coming to Zambia to visit, and they said to me, some Americans, we need a lodge and we need cars. And I was like, I've been dreaming of owning a lodge. And says, we're coming, we're about 12 of us. I did the mathematics. I give them the costings of lodging for 12 people for almost 2 weeks. I did the mathematics for hiring the cars that they need for 2 weeks. I realized this was going to be a good source of capital. Number one, I had the cars, but I didn't have a lodge. And they were 4 months from arriving. So I convinced them, you know, our friends in the States, they plan ahead. So I convinced them, I said, look, the owner of the lodge wants you to pay upfront. May heaven forgive me. And because they trusted me so much, they still do, thank God. They said, how much? I said, all of it, because they want to prepare for you. I didn't tell them who the owner was. And so they sent 2,500 US dollars. And that's how my lodge started. And their flight was delayed by 1 week. Wasn't I glad? Because at that time we were not fully ready. And finally they came and they loved that lodge. And now as I speak to you, that lodge is an international place. Many people stay there. Asians, Americans, Britons, Australians, Zambians, Kaondes, Lozis, Ruvales, Tongas, Easterners. We started that business without money. May the good Lord bless you. If you are watching me now and you are not in any one of our leadership training classes, you are missing out a lot. Those in our wealth creation class not only get motivated, they also get an assignment every week. Those in our young entrepreneurs class, they not only get assignments, they get inspiration, what we call Friday motivation. May the good Lord bless you. We'll talk to you next time. Thank you for joining me. This is your friend Mubita Christopher Nawa. I'm out.